Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachatade Chatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gauru Bhaktarunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukham Karoti Vacha Pangum Langate Girim Yat Tamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarini Hare Krishna. So today we'll see verse number 17 of chapter 8, Attaining the Supreme. So Krishna is explaining to Arjuna and to all of us that we should make our goal to continuously think of him so that we can achieve his abode. Why? Because once you reach there, we don't come to this material world, which is Dukhalayam Ashashvatam. And then from yesterday's shloka, Krishna started explaining that in this material world, right from the Brahma Loka to the lowest planet, everybody has to die and has to take birth again. So now he will tell more about the Brahma Loka, because Abrahma Bhuvanal Lokaha Punaravarti Arjuna, because Brahma's life is considered to be very, very long. He is the first, second creator. So let us see in this, from this verse, Krishna explains about Brahma's life and how at the starting and end of the Brahma's life, the jivas come into existence. So let's see this shloka. Sahasra yuga paryantam
Sahasrayugaparyantam
aharyad brahmano vidu
Aharyad Brahmano Vidu
ratrim yuga sahasrantam
Ratrim Yuga Sahasrantam
te ahoratra vido janaha.
Te Ahoratro Vido Janaha
Sahasra yuga paryantam
Sahasrayugaparyantam
aharyad brahmano vidu
Aharyad Brahmano Vidu
ratrim yuga sahasrantam
Ratrim Yuga Sahasrantam
te ahoratra vido janaha.
Te Ahoratra Vido Janaha.
Please chant.
Sahasrayuga Paryantam Aharyad Brahmano Vidhu Ratrim Yuga Sahasrantam Te Aho Ratra Vido Janaha.
Okay, thank you very much. So let's see translation and purport. By human calculation, 1,000 ages taken together form duration of Brahma's one day, and such also is duration of his night. Purport. The duration of this material world is limited. It is manifested in cycle of kalpas. A kalpa is a day of Brahma, and one day of Brahma consists of 1,000 cycles of 4 yugas or ages: Satya, Treta, Dwapar, and Kali. The cycle of Satya is characterized by virtue, wisdom, religion, there being practically no ignorance and vice. And the Yuga lasts 1,728,000 years. In the Treta Yuga, vice is introduced, and this Yuga lasts for 1,296,000 years. In the Dwapar Yuga, there is even greater decline of virtue and religion, vice increasing, and this Yuga lasts for 864,000 years. And finally, in Kali Yuga, the Yuga we are now being experiencing over past 5,000 years, there is an abundance of strife, ignorance, irreligion, vice, and true virtue being practically non-existent. And this yuga lasts for 432,000 years. In Kali Yuga, vice increases to such a point that at the termination of Yuga, the Supreme Lord himself appears as Kalki Avatar, vanquishes the demons and saves his devotees, commences another Satya Yuga. Then the process is set rolling again. These four yugas rotating 1,000 times comprise 1 day of Brahma, and same number comprise one night. Brahma lives 100 of such years and then dies. These 100 years by earth calculation total to 311 trillion and 40 billion earth years. By this calculation, the life of Brahma seems fantastic and interminable, but from viewpoint of eternity, it is as brief as lightning flash. In the causal ocean, there are innumerable Brahmas rising and disappearing like bubbles in the Atlantic. Brahma and his creation are all part of material universe, and therefore they are in constant flux. In the material universe, not even Brahma is free from process of birth, old age, disease, and death. Brahma, however, is directly engaged in the service of the Supreme Lord in management of the universe. Therefore, he at once attains liberation. Elevated sannyasis are promoted to Brahma's particular planet, Brahmaloka, which is the highest planet in the material universe and which survives all the heavenly planets in the upper strata of planetary system. But in due course, Brahma and all inhabitants of Brahmaloka are subject to death according to law of material nature. So, as we were discussing here, we see Krishna is explaining with the reference of Brahmaloka because Brahmaloka is the highest planet, and from the earthly planet, when we consider the life of Brahma, it is almost unimaginable, and then we say, oh, it is an eternal life. So Brahma lives so long, and the Brahma's planet is also consisting of Sattva Gun, right? Mostly Sattva Gun. So life there is also very peaceful. So Krishna is explaining that even if you how the Brahma's life is long, but it has end. Brahma is not eternal. Of course, Brahma being in the direct service of the Lord at the time of complete dissolution. If Brahma is a devotee, if he is a complete surrender devotee, then he is promoted to the spiritual planets from there. But if he is not a completely surrendered soul, then he has to die and take birth. So, the description of Brahma's life is given in this verse, like 1,000 yuga cycle, one yuga consisting of Satya, Treta, Dwapar, and Kali. This is one cycle. Like this, 1,000 cycles. So it's a very long period. And this one day and one night, it's of the same span or same length. And Brahma, when he sleeps, then there is partial dissolution, but the upper planetary systems remain as it is. So Brahmaloka, Maharloka, they remain as it is. And when Brahma wakes up again in the daytime, then again the creation is done, partial creation is again done. So this way, Brahma also has to undergo the cycle or the law of the material nature. Those are set by Krishna, and he follows that. So he cannot go beyond that laws. And like this, Brahma lives for 100 years. So his life also is fixed. So from our point of view, we may think that, oh, this is unlimited time. But from the point of eternity, this is a limited time. It's very small time actually. And like I always see the example of see, now the summer is coming, right, in Japan. So Summer, in the summer, those particular insects are coming, right? They, which make so much noise. I forgot the name. Semi. So if you see those insects that make so much noise, when the summer comes, when the temperature is on the higher side, they suddenly appear on the trees. They make so much sound, and in after 8 to 10 days, that insect automatically dies. And that lifespan of that particular insect is 1 week to 2 week or something like that. But if we consider our full year, we don't count the life of that particular insect in summer season to be a wonderful lifespan, because we know there are 365 days, and out of that this insect is living for only 2 weeks. So we don't pay much attention to that insect or how it is coming. We just know, okay, it's very short lifespan. 2 weeks is nothing, because we live for maybe 70, 80 years, and out of that, insect is living 2 weeks is nothing. So from our lifespan, the lifespan of that particular insect is very less. It's not countable also. So similarly, the lifespan of Brahma is very less as compared to the eternal lifetime. And no one may notice that, okay, this particular Brahma was born and he died also. No one cares about that. So, but in our material universe, we think Brahma is the topmost person, his planet is the topmost, and we should aim for something like that. But in this 3 to 4 verses, Krishna is explaining that even Brahma, who is the highest living being in the material universe and whose lifespan is so much, he is not eternal. He has to die. So even if you go to Brahmaloka, and that also who goes to Brahmaloka? Only the great sannyasis. Great means they are complete surrendered souls. They go. So which is very rare, who goes to Brahmaloka, which is very rare achievement. So Krishna is trying to explain the comparison between the destinations within this material universe, and what he is requesting us, or Arjuna, that you always think of me, you surrender unto me, and then you will come back to me and to my abode, which is eternal. And once you go there, you don't have to come back to this Dukhalayama Shashvatam. So Krishna is again emphasizing the same point in this sloka and next 2 3 slokas, that whatever lifespan or whatever destination, or the best destination, even if you take the best destinations in the universe, which is Brahmaloka, then still it's not enough. You have to, it's temporary. Not enough means it's ultimately it's temporary. So next 2 3 shlokas also, Krishna will tell how Brahma's life also is subject to the laws, and he has to follow those laws. So this comparison actually gives us a better perspective of what exactly we should desire. We should desire eternal happiness, bliss, or eternal a destination which is eternal, from where I don't have to go anywhere, and there I can get complete satisfaction, complete happiness. Or I should go for temporary destinations, from where then again I have to struggle. So this comparison Krishna is giving in these 2 3 shlokas. So we'll continue this discussion in the next shlokas also, about the Brahma's life and how he goes or follows through the process set up. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So any comments, any questions or additions anybody would like to do? Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.